Hey guys, what is up? It is No Help and welcome back to another video today. Have you ever been on a Slayer task and received a drop as a Ensouled head and just left it on the ground? Saw that it was just like a 1k drop and wasn't worth putting in your backpack? Well, today I'm going to show you why it is worth picking these up, especially if you're an Ironman account. So in order to do this method, you're going to need 60% in the Archaic favor. Very easy to get the Archaic favor. You can just look up a quick guide on how to do that. It doesn't take too long at all. Once you have that, you basically want to go to Archaic by using the Memoirs book, or you could even use the fairy ring code CIS, and then you should arrive right here by the Dark Altar where you do the blood rune crafting method, and then from here you can cast the reanimation spells on the Ensouled heads to grant prayer experience. Now, why would you do this over just burying bones or using bones on a gilded altar? Because it's very fast prayer XP, as you can see. Basically, all you have to do is cast the spell onto the Ensouled head, and then a creature will pop up. It has very low HP, and you eventually just kill it. And after you kill it, it will drop a lot of prayer XP. As you can see, I just got a 1.5k prayer drop from just one Ensouled head. To get onto the Archaic spellbook, you just want to come up to this guy and click spellbook, and he'll switch you right over to the Archaic spellbook and you can start casting the spells. As you can see on the Archaic spellbook, there are so many versions of reanimations for all the different heads in the game. There's also some useful teleports that you can look at as well, and it will show you the magic level, the runes needed to cast the spell, and from there you can just go ahead and bring the gear that you need. So in this video, I'm going to be doing abyssal demons as well as greater demons, since I have a lot of these in my bank, and I'm going to be testing this out for an hour today and seeing how worth it is to do this, and if it's worth doing it over dragon bones on a gilded altar. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the gear that I take, how to get there from a regular bank, and then we're going to be testing the experience for an hour today. Alright, so I'm at the bank now, and as you can see into my Slayer tab here, I have tons of different Ensouled heads from all the Slayer that I've done in the past, like horror heads, Ensouled Dragonoth heads, we got dragon heads, troll heads, demon heads. You know, as you can see, there's a lot of them in the game, even imps and abyssal demons, elves. There's tons of these Ensouled heads that you can pick up as drops. You can actually buy them from the Grand Exchange. As I said before, they're like a 1k value around that, depending on which type of head you get. Some of the more expensive ones are the dragon, the ones that gave you the most experience, obviously. So today in this video, I'm going to be doing my abyssal demon heads, and if I finish all those in the hour, then we will go on to the demon heads, so abyssal demons and then demons. So yeah, basically I've collected all these through Slayer, and I just want to test out the experience rates for them. So this is what I'm going to show you, what I'm going to be taking and stuff, and yeah, so this is pretty much the basic setup that I have. I have tried to get the most prayer as I possibly can. I have full Frostlight, Dragon Boots, Ring of Suffering gives you a +4 prayer bonus, Fire Cape, I have the Nezinot Face Guard. You could bring a Dragon Defender, but I'm going to take the Damaged Book just because it gives a +5 prayer bonus, just so I can, you know, use prayer for melee and bring less food to have more for each trip, as well as I bring 1000 Soul Runes, 1000 Nature Runes, and 1000 Blood Runes. Depending on which head you reanimate, you might need to take Body Runes as well, but this is going to just work for me. I have my Rune Pouch so that I can teleport back to my house to rebank to grab some more Ensouled heads, and also in my house, I'll be taking the fairy ring, so I brought a Drayman staff along. You could also use the Memoirs book like I said, but if you are using the fairy ring, make sure that you change your spellbook back so that you can teleport to your house, and then you can just change it once you get back to the altar. Alright, so from the bank, I'm going to show you how to get there, how to start off, and yeah, so first of all, just teleport to your fairy ring. Mine's in my house. Next, you're going to want to use the fairy ring code CIS. Keep in mind, the first time you use this fairy ring code, you're going to have to pay 80k to this guy right here. So just run a little bit north and then east. You can see people already doing this method here. There's a little bit of people. And if you are not on the spellbook, just go up to the guy and change it. Alright, so now that we are on the Archaic spellbook, you just have to reanimate one of your heads by just clicking the spell, making sure you have the runes, and then the head will appear. So I'm going to be using the Abyssal Demon. It's going to be 4 soul runes, 4 nature runes, and 1 blood rune. Once you do this, the thing will appear. Make sure to equip your whip, obviously. And then you just attack it. So basically what I'm going to go ahead and do is reset the timer to 1 hour, and I'm going to go ahead and reset my total XP here. And that's not my loot. And yeah, so we're going to go ahead and reset all of the XP here. See how much prayer we can gain in a full hour of doing this method. And yeah, well, I'm kind of excited to see, honestly. I want to see if this is better than Gilded Altar or Chaos Altar. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so the first trip is over, and that went pretty quickly. So we're looking at like 300k XP an hour with the Abyssal Demon heads. So far I used a lot more runes than I think I would as well, and it doesn't look like I'm going to be needing food. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I quickly bank, and we will continue doing this for the full hour. So go back and change your spellbook. And then just teleport to your house, or if you need to, use a dueling ring or something. It really helps if you have the rejuvenation pool, because you can use prayer the whole time. And then I just simply go to the crafting guild, grab some more heads. I'm actually going to bank my food because I don't think I'll need it. Maybe I'll bring 1 piece, and then we'll get back to doing this. So I will do this for a full hour now, and I will see you guys in 55 minutes because that only took 5 minutes to do that first trip. Alright, so we're just doing a little check-in session now. We are obviously on the demon heads now, but surprisingly, look at this. Already gained 157k prayer. We're averaging about 210k prayer an hour, and I went down to the lower graded heads, and a respectable bit of magic XP too. Like, I actually really like this method. We still have about 17 minutes left. Well, that's actually perfect. We've got 20 seconds left on the timer, and this is the last head. Alright, so that is it. That is a full hour of reanimating Ensouled heads. Honestly, you really liked this method. The only thing that I would say that is negative about it is there's a little bit of a delay when casting the spell. It's not like it's a delay, it just takes a couple of seconds for the thing to pop out, so you might misclick or something like that. Or you could click on the wrong Ensouled head and you waste a little bit of time doing that there. But other than that, it is an awesome method. Another thing that might be needed to take into account is it does use a lot of runes, like blood runes and nature runes and soul runes. So being an Ironman, you need to have a lot of those. So having a higher rune crafting as an Ironman might be helpful for this. And if you're a main, it's going to cost you a little bit of money. So we started the hour with 1,000 of each rune. So we used like 180 blood runes. We used about 500 soul runes and about 700 nature runes. So it does take quite a bit of runes to actually do this method, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the XP now. Alright, so 277k in the hour, and in prayer we gained 216k XP in 1 hour, and we started at 77, we're almost 79 now, so we almost gained 2 levels in the hour. Very good method, and especially for just things that sit in the bank and collect dust. Honestly, I really like Ensouled heads, and I will be picking these up on every single Slayer task now. Also 28k magic XP, 25k attack, 8k HP. So it's a pretty respectable amount. You get a pretty decent amount from casting the spell. I mean, it should, because it costs you a lot of runes. And just an average little bit of attack XP always helps. But yeah, honestly pretty good. Like over 200k XP in prayer per hour. Now, if you're a main account, you can decide whether or not you want to buy these or not and do this over Dragon Bones. But honestly, as an Ironman account, 100% do this. This is free prayer XP sitting in your bank, sitting on the floor, and it's really enjoyable to do. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video today, and I will catch you in the next one. See you later.